You're watching the Western Athletic Conference here on ESPN+. 2025 is coming near the end, and the new year is just around the corner. But first, the Abilene Christian Wildcats take on the Nelson University Lady Lions. Happy holidays. We hope you had a Merry Christmas inside Moody Coliseum. I'm Jaden West alongside Clay Massey. And Clay, this is the first final non-conference game for the Wildcats. And Nelson, they take a pause from their conference schedule to travel over to Abilene this afternoon. What are you looking for in today's matchup?
Well, both these teams have had a little bit of time off. They haven't played Abilene Christian since December 20th, Nelson since December 13th. So I'm looking for who can come out and shoot the ball. It might be a little bit of rust these teams have to shake off from the holiday break, but who can come out, who can really get into the flow early, and I think that's going to be a kind of a key difference early.
Yeah, it'd be great to get back on the court as we take a look at our impact players for the Nelson Lady Lions. Paris Miller, the senior forward, she'll be coming off the bench, but she's the Lady Lions' leading scorer.
Yeah, she'll be looking to make an impact off the bench, and only 8 points out in the last game, 30% shooting, 3 of 10. I'm sure that's a number that she'll want to improve on.
And for the Wildcats, it'll be the junior guard, Erin Woodson. There she is in the middle of the huddle, one of the veteran players on this Wildcat roster. She's been great this season so far.
These are two good offenses. Erin Woodson, a big part of why ACU has such a good offense. She ranks in the top 10 in the WAC in scoring, assists, and minutes. She's a player that's going to be a big part of ACU's game plan today.
Woodson, 10 of 12 games this year. She's been in double figures. She's probably the most versatile player on this ACU roster as we're inside Moody Coliseum, ready for holiday hoops in the big country. The Wildcats taking on the Lady Lions and ready for tip-off in just a few moments. The Wildcats will be in their all-white uniforms, the Lady Lions in the all-purples. Meredith Mays in the center circle for the Wildcats, and Alyssa O'Malley, the graduate from just down the road in Merkel, Texas, in the circle for the Lady Lions. The tip goes the way of Nelson, and they'll have our first possession this afternoon. Here's a look at the starting lineup for the Wildcats. On the defense, Woodson, Davis, Troxel, Hull, and Mays. Your starting lineups presented by L&B Real Estate. Wildcats get a stop and turn over the basketball quickly on the other end of the floor, and the Lady Lions back with the possession.
A miss and a turnover, like I said, a little bit of rust. We'll see who can get settled in here quick.
Both of these rosters pretty veteran, some upperclassmen on both teams. There is a sophomore starter in the starting lineup for the Lady Lions, just one freshman on the entire traveling team. Long possession here for the Lady Lions, and another forced turnover by the Wildcats. Meredith Mays gets the steal, gives it to Hull, who gives it back, and Mays on the left side off the glass. Running in transition, it's poked out from away from Kate Miller. Lady Lions keep the basketball.
Meredith Mays, she's another one of those upperclassmen that is a really big part of this ACU offense, and you can see right there. She sets it up with the pass and gets it back and is able to lay it in.
In her junior season, she's been a starter most of her career here at ACU. There's a deep three made by Ashley Gonzalez, the sophomore from Edinburgh, Texas. And Gonzalez, she can shoot in. They're going to need her to put up some shots and drain them as Peyton Hull puts up a three and gets one to go of her own.
All right, we're going to trade shots here right off the start. These are two really good offenses, and Nelson, they're the best offense in the Sooner Athletic Conference. They've had a really strong start to the season.
A great three-point shooting team are the Lady Lions. They average making 11 threes a game, shooting at a 34% clip from beyond the arc. The Wildcats also a three-point shooting team, but haven't had as many fall early on in this season. Here's a jump ball down low on the block. Abby Boyce gets tied up. And we ACU possession. Brianna Davis brings the ball down for the Wildcats. She'll go to her right. Gives it to Mays inside. Kicked out. Erin Woodson from the corner. It's no good off the back iron. An offensive board for the Wildcats. And a backdoor cut. Aaron Troxel, what a pass
Really good vision to pick up that pass. Mays kind of doing it all here early.
There's Nelson University starting lineup. Aaron Woodson gets the steal. Gives it to Troxel, back to Davis. Davis fighting, gets it up off the glass, and it's good. Starting lineup for the Lady Lions, Alyssa O'Malley, Ashley Gonzalez, she's made a 3. Caitlin Tucker, along with Kate Miller and Abby Boyce. Good ball movement here by Nelson, and the layup off the glass is good. Meredith Mays just trailing behind.
Yeah, both these teams early on really trying to move the ball around and get everyone involved.
Wildcats were on a 7-0 run before that made shot. Here's an early 3 from Troxel, no good, and rebounded by O'Malley. This ACU defense has been relentless the last couple of weeks, especially in the backcourt, as that 3 is no good. Now the ACU running in transition, ball gets poked out of bounds. We'll have our first substitution of today's game. Emma Troxel goes to the bench, and point guard Natalia Chavez comes in the game, a senior from Pueblo, New Mexico. Inbounds play from the Wildcats. Here's a 3, Peyton Hole in the corner, it's no good, and a nice rebound there from Ashley Gonzalez.
Peyton Hole, she's top 75 in the country scoring-wise, and then she hasn't had too much to do so far, but that's her first look.
Here's a 3, and it's good. Kate Miller drains it from the key.
Confident start from Nelson. They are really not afraid to shoot it.
That shot's gonna have to fall today to hang on with the Wildcats offense, as Aaron Woodson takes it straight to the rim on the right side, and a turnover forced by the Lady Lions. Here's a look at that shot. Kate Miller from beyond the arc.
Not often you see a turnover caused in that form, but Abilene Christian will take it, absolutely.
Wide open, Brianna Davis from the corner, straight off the inbounds pass, and she's got 3 points.
The North Texas transfer out of the starter. She's one of the weaker three-point shooters, but that's not going to stop her.
Peyton Hole tips that one out of bounds. This Wildcat team is a team that can shoot the ball really well at times, but early on this season it's been a little bit of a struggle. Just 26% from 3, averaging 7 makes a game, but last year that was a big part of their offense. So if they find a time as they enter conference play to get the shot going for a couple of these Wildcats, they're going to be really dangerous in Western Athletic Conference.
That's a nice lay-in right there. No look, back over the head.
Now Lauren Scalise in the game. Senior from Bethany, Oklahoma, averaging 11 points a game. And Peyton Hole turned it over. She traveled before taking it to the lane.
Re-entering for the Wildcats, Aaron.
We're going to see quite a few subs today. Both these teams, because this is, again, like you said, this is the last non-conference game for Abilene Christian, so they are really going to want to see what they have.
A lot of good depth on this Lady Lions bench. So far in conference play, they're 6-1, and they've seen a lot of points come from players off the bench, like Lauren Scalise, Paris Miller, our impact player, both averaging double-digit points, but have yet to make a start this season. Got a stoppage of play here. Looks like a little blood on Kaylin Tucker's elbow. So she'll have to come out of the game real quick, and in comes Caitlin McKenna.
Lady Lions, number 2, Caitlin McKenna.
Inbounds play for the Lions. McKenna, first time touching the basketball. She'll run the point. Talia Chavez guarding Kate Miller, and it gets stripped away, and a steal for Chavez.
Very smart double team there by Meredith Mays to force that turnover.
Aaron Woodson to the hoop, off the glass. Nice shot fading away from the basket. See a little full court pressure here from the Wildcats. Nelson does a good job to break it. And a nice baseline cut, but a little mishandled. There's Abby Boyce, the mid-range shot, in and out of the rim, but an offensive board put back up. It's no good. I think it was tipped by Riley Groman and rebounded by Chavez.
you see both these teams wanting to work the baseline, but also, like we've mentioned, shooting the 3 ball.
A great cut. Aaron Woodson, a nice find on the assist from Chavez, and that pass has been there all day so far in this first quarter.
On both ends of the court, and some good vision to find it.
Here's another 3. It's good. Kate Miller trying to keep her team in this one with the 3-point shot, her second of the day. Miller's got 6. Woodson has 6 for the Wildcats. An entry pass to Meredith Mays. A very tough forward to guard. And Mays puts a spin move in off the glass for 2. Meredith Mays has been so good for ACU. 15 points a game, 8 rebounds a game. She leads the conference in field goal percentage. And there's another made 3 from Ashley Gonzalez, now her second of the afternoon as well.
Abilene Christian straight back down to the baseline.
And Woodson trying to go with the reverse layup, gets fouled by Gonzalez, and we'll have our first free throws of the afternoon. We'll take a quick break here in Abilene, Texas. The Wildcats holding on to a 20-16 lead over the Nelson University Lady Lions. Stick with us here on ESPN+. Entry pass inside. Paris Miller, our impact player, has to kick it back out. Presley Wheeler back inside to Miller, but good defense from Troxel. Here's a mid-range shot blocked by Meredith Mays. Back to Troxel, a 3 from Brianna Davis outside off the front iron, and an offensive rebound for the Wildcats.
Good energy from both teams right now, really rallying to the ball.
Erin Woodson, I don't know how she got that shot off, but it misses. Lady Lions with the rebound. Paris Miller's got it. She'll swing it to her guard. Kaylin Tucker going to work against Erin Woodson. Will hand it off. A switch from the Wildcats. It's man-to-man defense. And that pass stolen by Mays. Back-to-back forced turnovers from Meredith Mays, going all the way coast to coast. She gives it to Woodson, who can't quite get it to go, and a rebound from Kaylin Tucker. Lady Lions so far have shot the ball well. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, 54% from the field. But there's just 4 points right now on the court for the Lady Lions. Scalise has 2, Tucker has 2. Paris Miller in trouble, taken away. Molly Doherty with the steal, and that's 3 possessions in a row, forced turnovers from ACU. Entry pass inside, Emma Troxel, and it's off the glass and good. Wildcats back on the board.
The Wildcats on defense are really trying to get the ball isolated. They want the ball handler to have to make a decision, and so far they've been able to get the ball and immediately transition out of those plays.
Kaylin Tucker now dribbling around. Shot clock at 10. ACU defense continues to press outward on the Nelson offense. Paris Miller trying to take it to the rim, has to pull up at the end of the shot clock. It's no good. Emma Troxel with another rebound. Pass inside, foul called on the floor. Looks like that's going to be against Cora Huff, the junior forward from Midlothian, Texas.
Number 25, Cora Huff. That's her first, team foul number 2.
A few more subs come into the game for the Wildcats. Let's take a look at the keys to the game this afternoon. ACU, they need to mix it up. Get a lot of different players on the floor, a lot of combinations, and they need to find their shot. They haven't been shooting as well as Peyton Hall has a nice, easy bucket inside. And for Nelson, they need to take care of the ball and shoot the 3.
They've done 1 of 2. They're shooting the 3 pretty well so far, but a little bit of trouble taking care of the ball, and it's led to some easy buckets for Abilene Christian.
Wildcats played a back-to-back in a little round-robin tournament style. It was the ACU Christmas Classic, the weekend before Christmas. They played both Montana and Buffalo. They forced 15 turnovers in game 1. They forced 30 turnovers in game 2. And here today already forcing 8 turnovers, but they turned the ball over themselves right there.
We'll see if the Wildcats guard the perimeter here.
Single digits on the clock here in the first quarter. Missed shot from the Lady Lions. The Wildcats have a chance to put up one more shot at the end of quarter number 1. From half court, Jasmine Stone. It's no good, and that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1. The Wildcats lead by 9. ACU. back in Abilene, Texas. Second quarter of play underway here in Moody Coliseum. The Wildcats with a 25 to 16 point lead. The defense coming in big at the end of the first quarter, but an early made three from Presley Wheeler, the sophomore from Canyon, Texas, gets it to go. To start off the second quarter, Peyton Holt tries to respond, can't get it to go. Chasing it is Molly Doherty, and possession will go the way, I believe, the Lady Lions.
That's going to take them back up over 50% on the three ball for Nelson. And I mean, if you can shoot the three ball at over 50%, you're going to be in the game, and that's exactly how they are now.
Already 4 of 8 from 3. Wildcats do have possession. Our official Lee Mullen corrected his point. Here's Jasmine Stone inside, can't quite get it to go. A rebound from Coleman and the putback. A junior from Zionsville, Indiana, coming off the bench and an early 2 points.
Her first rebound, her first points of the day. Really aggressive move and a good move to get the points there.
Nelson has shot the ball well from outside, but has had a hard time getting the ball in the paint. Here's an attempt from Cora Huff. It's no good. It's a tough matchup inside for the Lady Lions today. Troxel kicks it out. The three. Can't quite get it to fall. Another offensive rebound by the Wildcats. Their 4th of the afternoon. Peyton Holt driving inside, and her elbow got hit as she tried to pass that one out. That one's going to be against Kaylin Tucker. A bunch of new faces coming into the game. 3 subs for the Lions, 2 for the Wildcats. Meredith Mays back in the game. She's already got 4 rebounds here this afternoon.
That's her first team foul, number 1.
Jasmine Stone will inbound the basketball for the Wildcats. Nobody really moving. They go over the top to Mays. Mays double teamed, has to backdoor cut. Peyton Holt, and what a pass. That's really been the best Wildcat offense here today, is that cut into the paint.
What a pass. I mean, you said it, the double team there, it really means nothing because she finds the open player, and that's an easy layup.
Peyton Holt up to 7 points. Woodson with 7 as well. Holt gets the steal. Driving, gets it to Stone, high off the glass, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Now the Lady Lions in transition. Bounce pass taken away by Emma Doherty, the other twin on the Wildcats roster. Stone going inside, kicks it out to Molly Doherty. The three, it's good. Both Doherty twins on the court right now. Emma gets the steal, Molly makes the three, and Doherty family contributing here in the second quarter.
How many times do you think they've done that in the driveway?
Absolutely. From Summerville, South Carolina, they're both freshmen here and have both made an immediate impact as freshmen coming off the bench. And Coach Goodenough really excited about both Doherty twins in this program. ACU forces the turnover once again. That is the 10th forced turnover by the Wildcats. Remember, last time out against Buffalo, they forced 30 turnovers. 45 on the weekend, also playing against Montana. Peyton Holt inside, off the glass, it rolls around the rim and falls through the hoop.
The Wildcats doing it on the outside from beyond the arc and on the inside. It's really, Nelson gets set up and they just have a little bit of trouble keeping the Wildcats in front of them. And in transition, it's been a little too easy. Nice
backdoor cut, nice bounce pass from Ashley Gonzalez, and Alyssa O'Malley has the points.
Nelson says we can do that too. We can try to cut and get to the basket.
Meredith Mays loses control, stolen by the Lions. Now in transition, no shot able to get up, and Holt knocks that one out of bounds.
Both these teams playing with a lot of energy right now. The ball is getting knocked around, and we've seen a lot of passing lanes get cut out here early.
Yeah, both these teams really quick defenses that like to fly around the court. We're seeing teams trying to run in transition, but it being shut down pretty quick. Lady Lions now trying to find something on offense. Hard to get a shot off against this relentless ACU defense as Meredith Mays takes that one away. And as she was doing it, Kate Miller gets a foul called.
Yeah, an offensive foul called here, giving the ball back to Abilene Christian.
Wildcats getting it done inside today. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame. ACU kind of used to be a primarily three-point shooting team. That was their bread and butter. But this year, it's been a lot of inside basketball. It's been kind of a new game, but they can still shoot it just as well. Their last 2 games, they've had 36 points in the paint, 40 points in the paint, but there's a shot there from Aaron Woodson.
If you can do it on the inside and you can do it on the outside, you're going to be tough to beat. And I think that Abilene Christian proving why they're a team that is looking to be a postseason contender this year.
Wildcats picked to win the Western Athletic Conference ahead of California Baptist and UT Arlington, just right behind. Shot clock at 5. Have to jack up a shot from the Lady Lions, and it misses, goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds off the Lady Lions, it'll be ACU ball.
It's ACU defense. What they do the best of is really putting outward pressure, extending their defense beyond that three-point line. It makes shots hard to get up, and they're quick enough that they can recover and get back inside if need be.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by the perimeter defense so far.
Davis inside to Mays. Mays with a post move, spins to her left. Not as good, but Davis finds it back in her hands. Mays not as good on the left side as she is the right. She likes to go to that dominant hand. Nice pass inside, no good. Another chance at it is Groman, but 0 for 2 on this trip. Lady Lions back with the ball. Inside, back out, good ball movement. A nice pass, but an errant shot from Miller.
They're going to push it here.
Woodson in transition, and a nice job using her body to shield the defender and up high off the glass for 2 points.
Nelson really wants to go. They want to get down here and try to get a shot up just like that.
A pretty mid-range shot. Abby Boyce, sophomore from just down the road in Lubbock, Texas. Transferred in from Southern Nazarene. It's her first year here at Nelson, and she's got 5 games with double figures. That was her first points of the night. Meredith Mays going to work against Boyce. Steps through, goes up with the left hand, but no good. Nice defense there inside from Nelson. Just under 4.5 left to play. ACU up to a 15-point lead. 38-20 here in Abilene, Texas. We'll be right back.
And we have a media
Back in Moody Coliseum, we're here in the middle of the second quarter. ACU with a 38-23 lead. It's Nelson basketball. They've shot the 3-ball well today when they can get it off, but this ACU defense has been pretty suffocating. And a steal there, another forced turnover, the 13th of the afternoon. Meredith Mays in transition, but she just traveled. She's got long legs, but not quite that long.
Right there, a little bit of a difference in the game right now. Abilene Christian able to get the ball off a turnover and create a transition out of it. No points off turnovers for Nelson so far, even though it was a little bit sloppy to start the game from both teams.
ACU's forced 13 turnovers, turned that into 20 points. The Wildcats with 28 points in the paint. Shot clock at single digits, stolen by Woodson. One-on-one here, and taken away, but foul called.
There is just nothing there for Nelson around the perimeter. ACU really has it locked down.
Sure, Coach Goodenough wasn't really pleased with the way they were able to get shots off early in that first quarter. They came out really red hot. Now they're 5 for 11 from 3. Still a great percentage, but haven't got a quality shot here in some time. Coleman going to work inside, and a great job up with the left hand for a pair of points. Her 4 points now in this one. She's 2 for 2. Stolen by Groman. Groman, the freshman. They go in transition, and Wildcats will keep the basketball. Inbound play coming from the baseline.
A lot of these turnovers don't even really seem like poor passing. It's just good positioning for the Wildcats to be there and get the ball.
Coach Goodenough makes substitution with 3 of her players. We're seeing really both teams sub early and often, but especially ACU. That Coach Goodenough bringing 3 Wildcats on at a time.
Well,
trying to get a mix of combinations on the floor.
Again, Wildcats haven't played since December 20th, so everybody needs to get out and kind of stretch their legs after the holiday break here.
Peyton Hull from the top of the key. She's wide open, and you can't let her do it. She drains it for 3.
Yeah, you leave the preseason WAC Player of the Year open from 3. I think she's going to hit it.
Trying to respond is Ashley Gonzalez, but it's misses right. And trying to get the offensive rebound was Lily Hanna, but she had her knee just on the baseline. Here's a look. Wildcats possession on offense. Peyton Hull from the top of the key. Back on offense. Hull has it, moving to her left. Doherty driving inside. Nice cut from Jasmine Stone, but rolls off the front of the rim.
Coleman there again, causing some issues on the offensive rebound. She's really got a nose for the ball right now.
Coleman, a tough matchup. 6'2". There's Natalia Chavez from 3, the senior guard, averaging 5 points a game.
Her first points today.
ACU on a 12-2 run over the last 4 minutes. Nelson, 6 turnovers in the last 5. Trying to find a quality shot. Once again, shot clock single digits and stolen by the Wildcats. Doherty in transition, has Stone on the right, up off the glass, it's good.
So effective in transition today. And for Nelson here on the other end, when they get set up, they have that backdoor pass, but they're just having a lot of trouble making the cross-court pass.
Nice pass there, but great defense by Hull to get a hand on it. Keep possession. Stone again in transition, and 2 more points for Jasmine Stone, now with 4 this afternoon. Now slowing it down a little bit is Nelson University, trying to regain, really try to control the tempo and get their offense back.
Slowing it down and getting some bodies inside. I think if that 3 goes down, that's a good shot. They need some bodies down in the paint to try to get these rebounds, because it's just there's no second chance points right now coming down for Nelson.
Yeah, they need to shoot the ball just like that. Alyssa O'Malley now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, gets the 3 ball to go. Under a minute here in the first half. Driving baseline is Doherty, and she gets it to go, and a chance at a 3-point play.
She really acted like the contact wasn't even there. Just made it look really easy going up, and a chance here to get the 3-point play.
That's her first.
Just makes it look really easy. That's a hard shot when you have someone trying to body you up like that, but good basic off the backboard and in.
Molly Doherty.
Haven't seen a whole lot of free throws, just 2 free throws from ACU, none from Nelson. Now the 3rd free throw attempt of the game, Molly Doherty, and it's good on the back end of the 3-point play.
That's how you make your coach happy right there.
53-26. About 45 seconds left to play in this first half of basketball. Here's a 3, and it's off to the right, going out of bounds, saved, but into the hands of Chavez for ACU. In transition, Hull going to work. Shot is up, and they call a jump ball, and a nice job there by Lily Hanna to force the jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's tough defense down there on the block. You're going up against one of the best players on this squad, and she's able to just shut it down.
Hull had Amy Flippin on the other block. Here's a quick pass and shot from Doherty. Chavez with an offensive rebound. Shot clock resets. Hull inside, kicks it out. Chavez from 3. It's good.
She's feeling it from 3 today.
Her second one of the ball game, up to 6 points. A perfect shooting percentage. Inside, she gets fouled. That's Hanna. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Here's another look at that Chavez 3.
I don't even think she's touched rim yet today. I mean, she's just feeling it from 3 and getting the shots to fall.
The Wildcats have really been looking for that main player to come off the bench and make an impact on offense for ACU. Coach Goodenough's trying to find it. It could be Chavez. It could be one of the Doherty twins. It could be Riley Groman. But so far today, Chavez has really looked poised and in control. And yeah, like you said, those 2 shots have been really pretty up and through the net.
She is one of the only few Native American D1 players on the women's side, and she is showing out today.
Lily Hanna got a pair of free throws. Excuse me, 1 free throw to fall. As that ball is thrown out of bounds with just 2 seconds left in the first half. Last possession for the Lions. Yeah, he said the same thing, and have a chunk quarterback Hail Mary off the top of the backboard to end the first half of basketball here in Abilene, Texas. ACU 56, Nelson 27, as both teams go into the locker rooms at the midway point. We'll be back for more halftime action in just a few moments. We'll take a quick break here in Abilene, Texas. Welcome back to Abilene, Texas. It's halftime here in the contest between the Wildcats and the Lady Lions of Nelson University. Jaden West, Clay Massey, and Clay, we saw a good first half. Nelson shot the ball well. The Wildcats, though, just really dominating both on defense and also they rebounded as well, too. 8 offensive rebounds, and most of their scoring coming from inside.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a tale of two stories. I mean, Abilene Christian really came out and was a little bit slow to start, missed a few shots while Nelson was hitting, and then the turnovers kind of started, and Abilene Christian has really dominated in that aspect, and it's been really easy for them off transition and in the turnovers. And also on defense, Abilene Christian is doing a great job of not letting Nelson get inside and get the easy shots like the Wildcats are getting on the other end. And I think we've seen too. We've seen why Meredith Mays was named first team all-conference preseason, because she has been, her handprints are all over this game right now.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the stats from that first half of basketball. It was really mostly one-sided for the Wildcats. A couple decent performances from Lady Lions, but Woodson up to 11. Peyton Hull's got 12. We've seen some other big playmakers from ACU as well. Chavez came in, made a couple of threes, and Meredith Mays really getting it done off the glass.
I've been impressed by Jordan Coleman, too. Jordan Coleman has, whenever the ball comes off the glass, she's been the first person there. She may not be getting the rebound, but she's been knocking the ball around to her teammates and creating those second chance points, which is really what has helped the Wildcats pull away in this one.
Coleman, someone that can really make an impact and really help Mays whenever Mays gets into foul trouble. Coleman coming off the bench at 6'2", has a chance to beat really good. The transfer from Triton College. We're ready for second half here in Abilene, Texas. It's Holiday Hoops in the Big Country. Happy New Year, as we are just around the corner from 2026. It's the final game for both of these teams here in 2025. Third quarter underway. It'll be Nelson's basketball. Kaylin Tucker will start with it in her hands, running the point, guarded by Davis.
Did you say 2026?
I did.
That's hard to believe.
2025 came and went by fast, and so is Hull as she flies to the rim in transition after getting the steal. And just like the first half, ACU right back to it.
Yep, kind of right where we left off in the first half with these easy buckets for the Wildcats.
Able to break the press is the Lady Lions. Now ACU, though, getting back on defense in plenty of time. Good hustle by the Wildcats. Tucker in some trouble. Hull, a chance at another steal. Davis gets it out to Woodson. Now in transition, a pass to Troxel. Trying to get it inside, but good defense by Miller. There's Mays now, and an easy open opportunity look on the right side of the hoop.
That's as good as it gets right there. A really nice pass and a good handle, and just straight to the rim and gets the shot up.
Mays, a really tough matchup for anyone in the Western Athletic Conference, and also today as well. Like you said, Mays picked to finish all conference in the preseason. Peyton Hull also on that list as well, picked to be the preseason player of the year in the WAC. Now inside, Lady Lions. Shot is no good, but an offensive board. Something Lions haven't had a whole lot of chance to do is get that second opportunity. They can't capitalize on it there. Davis going to work, falls down, and offensive foul called on the senior guard from Waxahachie, Texas. Davis trying to drive the hoop in transition, but just a little out of control.
Good stand-up defense there on the block, forcing her into that foul.
We're gonna see some full court man-to-man pressure from the Wildcats. Woodson guarding Gonzalez. Now double teamed in the corner. She chunks it up. Hull's there to catch it. In transition off the right side of the glass, and a nice easy bucket for Peyton Hull.
The defense has been hard to break down, but the Wildcats are making some really good decisions on when to help. And these double teams are really what are leading to the turnovers, which is exactly what we see here.
There's another one right on cue, Clay. Chavez in transition, gives it to Woodson. Woodson can't get it to go, has another chance of her own, and it just falls in.
She felt like she was maybe getting hacked down there on the block, wanted the foul call.
Now a timeout on the floor. Coach Sons calls it. Lady Lions trying to get it back. We'll take a quick break here in Abilene with the Wildcats leading 64-27 over the Nelson Lady Lions. Back in Moody Coliseum, the Wildcats, their largest lead of the afternoon, up to 37, 64-27. It's Nelson basketball. We're not quite sure what we're waiting on. I think they were waiting on us, but we're back and we're ready to play. Jaden West and Clay Massey with you this afternoon as Nelson trying to take care of the basketball and shoot the three. Here's an attempt early in the shot clock, no good, and a nice rebound over the top from Chavez.
She hit one of those earlier in the game, right off the rip.
Lady Lions might look to shoot their way back in this game. Coleman's inside. She's been good today. Steps through, trying to go up with the right hook, but I got a finger on it was Abby Boyce enforcing the turnover.
This defense has just turned relentless. It was very solid, but now they're really seeming to kind of pick up the aggressiveness here.
Nice pass, kicked outside for the three,
Look
and
at
it's
that.
good.
That was some really nice ball movement there with to get the three from the corner.
Alyssa O'Malley just from right down the interstate, Merkel, Texas. She had a quick stop at Texas A&M Kingsville, spent 2 years there playing Division II basketball. And versatile two-way wing, and now making an impact here with a steal.
Hull did a nice job there getting a finger on that one. And look at that's just good ball movement. It's knowing that you have a chance to get the ball to the open player. She had a chance to go up and take a shot there, but elected for the corner, and it pays off. And it's always nice when you can move the ball like that and finish it.
She leads the team today with 8 points. Alyssa O'Malley averaging just under 3 points a game this season, so great game for her already with her season high. It was previously 6 against Southwest Christian, but 8 here today. She's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. And tipped by Coleman, falls back in the hands of the Lions into Boyce's arms. Kicked back around, O'Malley, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat basketball.
A little bit of miscommunication there, trying to get the pass off.
This is almost home court advantage for O'Malley. Maybe she hadn't played here, but Merkel just about 15, 20 minutes away. What a pass, though, by Peyton Hull. And Jordan Coleman had an easy shot from the block, thanks to Hull setting her up.
This double team, it's just relentless right now. Peyton Hull, I thought she was having a little bit of a quiet game, but she's really kind of picked it up here since the beginning.
There's a made three from Ashley Gonzalez. Gonzalez, one of the Lions, averaging double figures, but ACU right back in transition. They like to go quick, and they get points early in the shot clock.
Guess who?
Absolutely.
Peyton Hull. She is getting involved now. She's the centerpiece of the offense right now.
Hull now up to 18 points, 6 assists on the day. She's had an impact, and there's another three from the Lady Lions. They're trying to stay in it with the shot, but they get that thing to fall more times than not.
Gonzalez not afraid to shoot it at all.
We have a travel by Peyton Hull, trying to leap her way in the lane. But here's a look at that three-pointer from Gonzalez. What a shot. Gonzalez now with 12 points. She's 4 for 5 from 3. Team as a whole shooting 50% from beyond the arc. 9 made threes on the day. They average about 11 each game.
One of the best offenses in their conference, as we discussed in the pregame, and I think we're seeing why today. But these the turnovers have just really kind of killed them.
Doing a better job at finding open shots as Alyssa O'Malley's shot from the short corner is good. She continues to extend her season high in points. Woodson in trouble, gets it to Doherty, and it's blocked by Huff.
I think we're seeing the Wildcats trying to get a little bit more focus on getting the ball inside, getting some paint touches on the inside.
A nice shot just over the front of the rim from Kaylin Tucker. Tucker now up to 4 points. Wildcats had 36 points in the paint in that first half.
Most of those off transition and off the turnover.
Nice find there. Get the Lady Lions to step up with the help defense, but the Wildcats doing a great job at finding the open man. This time it was Doherty.
This is the best shooting we've seen from Nelson since the beginning of the game. That was their first miss in 5 trips down the court.
Great shot selection from Huff. Wide open, Aaron Woodson, a little too strong. Offensive rebound though by Hull. Going inside, trying to take it. Woodson follows from behind. Looked like a layup drill in the pregame.
Great follow there. I like the willingness to shoot from 3. You can tell that they want to try to get the ball underneath, but if it's open, you're going to take the shot.
Woodson, our impact player, now up to 13 points. She's had double figure in 11 of 13 games now. Doherty gets the steal. Out in front is Chavez. Pass over the top. The jump stop pump fake and good for 2 points. Timeout on the floor with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. It's a 34-point lead for the Abilene Christian Wildcats. Welcome back, third quarter of play. It's Holiday Hoops here on ESPN Plus. The Wildcats lead 74-40. It's Lady Lions basketball. The shot's been falling here in the third quarter. We got a foul called. It's going to be against Molly Doherty of the Wildcats.
Foul called on the Wildcats, number 0, Molly Doherty. It's her second team foul, number 2.
Doherty just with 2 fouls. Really neither team in much foul trouble. In fact, we've only seen a total of 5 free throws from between both teams. Inside, Huff's got it, going to work against Mays, and she beat her to the rim this time. Nice move by Cora Huff.
Just kind of dunked her shoulder and went right around her, and easy layup there. Abilene Christian just been dominating the boards today, out-rebounding Nelson 27-14, and most of those have been on the offensive end, honestly.
Yeah, 12 offensive boards here in today's game. But a nice shot there on the replay you saw from Cora Huff, the transfer from Colorado Christian. Here's Riley Groman dribbling inside, kicks it out to Doherty. The 3, and just a little too strong, but she gets it back. Good hustle there to not give up on the play. Inside, Meredith Mays right down the paint for 2 points.
So smooth, never broke stride.
Mays now with 8 points. She had 4 rebounds early on, still just with 4. Hadn't had another opportunity to get the ball off the glass.
She's a pretty prolific scorer. She's top 10 in the conference and doing so.
Yeah, there's Mays. She leads the conference in field goal percentage, 68%. Taking high quality shots, most of them in the interior. There's Presley Wheeler going to work. 5 seconds on the shot clock. It's stolen by the Wildcats. Out in front, Meredith Mays running the floor. And it's good for 2 points. ACU just more and more points in transitions. They force the turnover on defense, and they're quick enough to run out in front of this Lady Lions team.
That double team, again, the double team, the help has been so smart. It's Whoa, what a try there, long three.
Tries to pull the trigger from the logo. Now a nice spin move there. What a move by Jasmine Stone.
Ooh, she almost got the turnover there too, straight off the inbound. The double team for Abilene Christian, it's not just that it's working or that it's kind of suffocating the offense. It's really the timing. The timing has been so spot on that it's just impossible to beat, really.
Here's a look at that move inside. Stone going up against Wheeler and
center the wrong direction, and that just opened up that lane right to the rim.
ACU now up to 80 points, under a minute left to play in the third quarter. Meredith Mays double teamed inside, leaves Doherty wide open beyond the arc, but can't quite get it to go.
This is the most points for Abilene Christian since December 2nd against McMurray when they had 112.
Ball tipped out of bounds here. Bree Riley, the freshman for the Wildcats, in the game now. First time we've seen her this afternoon. Four-time district MVP out of Spring, Texas. Went to Grand Oaks High School. Another great option, the future point guard, hopefully, of this Wildcat program.
Yeah, the leading scorer of her high school program in history with 2,928 career points.
Shot clock ticking down. Huff puts up a shot, but it's no good. Shot clock violation on the Lady Lions, and ACU's defense just continuing to not allow Nelson to get a quality shot up on the board. 6 seconds now in the third quarter. Wildcats the last possession. Groman takes a three. It's well short. Offensive rebound put back up and can't quite get it to go. Molly Doherty, man, that would have been fun. But that will wrap up quarter number 3. 10 minutes left to play in Abilene, Texas. The Wildcats lead 80-42. Back in Moody Coliseum. There's a 12-2 run for the Wildcats in the last 4 minutes of that third quarter. Now ACU back on offense. Here's Emma Troxel from deep off the front iron. Offensive rebound by Woodson, and she draws the foul.
Just continuing to dominate on the boards and really on the offensive end. That's the second chance points have been so available to Abilene Christian today, and they have made use of it so far.
Yeah, 16 second chance points. 14 offensive rebounds. Erin Woodson's first of 2 is good. The second falls as well, and she's up to 17 points, just 1 point away from tying her season high.
Look at the double team here. They're still pressing. Able to break just a little bit.
Presley Wheeler controlling the basketball, being guarded by Troxel. Tough matchup for Wheeler. Troxel outsizing her. Now double teamed by Hull as well. Trapped on that sideline. Shot clock at 4. Have to get up a shot. Here's Scalise, and off that back iron. Hull gets it into Mays, and ACU back on offense. They're going to run the floor. Woodson off the glass, no good. It's too strong, but she gets her own board. Back inside, gets it back out. Woodson a little out of control, a smile on her face. Inside to Mays, back out to Troxel, the 3, no good. An offensive board from Meredith Mays. Here's Peyton Hull, she'll try for 3. Also not able to find the net.
They're gonna stay up and press.
Steal by Peyton Hull. Running the floor with Bree Riley. She dishes to Davis. Davis's shot's no good. Hull up off the glass and a chance at a 3-point play.
Another little no-look dish there by Peyton Hull. And she just kind of stays planted there on the block. The ball comes right back to her, and you really don't have a choice but to foul her in that situation.
Foul goes against Kaylin Tucker. Free throw no good. Woodson gets a rebound and back up and in for 2, and a new season high for Erin Woodson. 19 points. She's now got 5 offensive rebounds. 7 total boards on the day. What a game from Erin Woodson, our impact player in the pregame, and doing a great job here today on both sides of the floor. ACU another double team, and Peyton Hull with a steal. Aaron Woodson from 3. Off the front iron, no good. The Wildcats shot not quite falling here in the 4th like it was in the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, and the shot selection is there. They've taken good shots. They've had open shots, but just a little bit of trouble getting them to fall.
There's a look at Coach Julie Goodenough. Her 14th season at Abilene Christian. Who's now had over 540 career wins. She's real close to 550. Today would be career win number 548 for Coach Goodenough.
Game 915 of her career here today.
Wildcats back on offense as they wrapping up their non-conference schedule. Inside Meredith Mays, what a pass by Hull.
Meredith Mays.
Peyton Hull now with 7 assists on today's game.
Abilene Christian came in today looking to finish off an undefeated non-conference slate at home, and it's looking like they're going to do so.
Here's Aaron Woodson out in front of everybody for 2 more points, continuing to extend that season high up to 21. Now just a couple points away from her career highs. That shot's no good from the corner. Mays with the rebound, her 6th of the afternoon. Dish to Peyton Hull. Hull outside, it's good. Peyton Hull finally getting a shot to fall here in this 4th quarter. Now 3 of 7 from 3 and up to 21 points. Her and Woodson with the team highs.
Abilene Christian, 3 of their last 3 from the field. Nelson, it's been a minute since we've seen them score here. They're looking to kind of break the seal. Another turnover. In transition again.
Davis with the left hand, just a beautiful layup away from the defender for 2 points.
This is an Abilene Christian team that they haven't lost by more than 10 this season. Every game that they've played, they've been in. And against a team like this, of course, you expect them to win. But I've been really impressed as Nelson is able to kind of get one to fall there for the first time in a minute. But it's been really impressive from Abilene Christian. Just the defensive setup, it's been nearly impossible for Nelson to get the ball underneath the rim. And when they go in transition, it really hasn't been a question of if they're going to score or not, because it's just been an open look at the basket right underneath.
And that right there has helped them out a lot today, too. Offensive rebounds. Emma Troxel gets her own, and it gets the second chance points to fall.
Yes, it's been all Wildcats here today.
To 97 points, approaching that triple-digit number as they force another turnover and will get the ball back on offense. ACU and Nelson, they have a couple of common opponents. They both played Division I schools, Stephen F. Austin and North Texas. ACU played those teams back-to-back, went 1-1. They lost to Stephen F. Austin in a tough game, 77-76. They beat UNT by 9. Nelson also played those 2 schools as well. ACU now their 3rd Division I opponent on the season. The Lady Lions just 1 loss to a non-Division I school, that coming their first game of conference against Langston. Here's Amy flipping inside. She gets fouled on the shot, and she'll go to the line for a chance at 2 points.
And early on in the game, we saw from Nelson why they are #1 in scoring in the SAC. They're #1 in assists, and they can shoot the ball. They can shoot the 3 ball, and if you leave them open, they're going to take the shot. And early on, those shots were falling, and it helped them kind of jump out just a little bit. But Abilene Christian has been very dominant on the boards today, and I think that really has been the difference. Besides the turnovers, Abilene Christian has always been first to the ball off the rebound.
Yeah, the Wildcats average 38 rebounds a game. Here today, they've got 37. Nelson shooting 43% from 3. They've made 9 of them outside that arc.
And they were in the first quarter, it was a very quick, like 5 of 9. They were shooting 50%.
There's a 3 ball, but no good from Paris Miller. They've really shut Miller down. 0 points. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Lions, averaging over 14 points a game. But today, she just hadn't quite been able to find her shot. Really hadn't had a whole lot of open looks. Here's Bree Riley going to work. Gets it inside all by herself. Kicks it out. Riley Groman, the other freshman, and it's good from 3.
some of these
on the board.
Some of these Wildcat newcomers getting a chance to show what they got right before conference play starts.
Roman's first points of the game. Stoppage the clock. 4:45 left to go. We'll take a quick break here in Abilene, Texas with the Wildcats. 101 points on the board. Nelson 44. Be right back on ESPN Plus. There's a look at Moody Coliseum. We bring you inside with the Wildcats leading 101-44. ACU emptying the bench here. Both Doherty twins. Bree Riley, the freshman. Riley Groman, the freshman, and also Amy Flippin inside. Those are your 5 Wildcats on the court. 4.5 minutes remaining this afternoon. And the pass off the bottom of the backboard. Amy Flippin still finds a way to get it. Offensive rebound by Doherty. Can't get the second chance points to fall, and Nelson will get the ball back. Well, don't be fooled by the score. This Lady Lions team is a good quality basketball team. They're really going to compete in that Sooner Athletic Conference. In the preseason, Glade picked to finish 9th, but right now at the top of the conference at 6-1. They've won 6 straight coming into today's game, and they're going to be chasing after that conference title.
Yes, and today, to be clear, just an exhibition for them, and they're here trying to play up and play against a Division I opponent, and they had a really nice start, and it's been good to see that they're still not afraid to get. They're not going to get away from their identity. They're a team that wants to shoot. They're a team that wants to move the ball. We've seen that today at times.
After today, the last game was back on December 13th at Oklahoma City. They got a 6-point win, their 10th win of the season. They're here today, but they don't play again until January 8th. They'll be at home against John Brown, and then 2 days later at home against College of the Ozarks. More conference basketball in the sack for the Lady Lions.
Nice block there, preventing the shot from getting up. Here's that 3-ball again.
Deep from the top of the key, Paris Miller. She was an impact player of the game, in the pregame, but hadn't seen a whole lot of her. She just had 9 minutes today, and those were her first points. Miller, Wildcats have really limited her, but she found a way to get the shot to fall there.
Now she can't get away from the ball, causes the turnover there, gets the ball back to her team. This Nelson team, not only do they shoot the 3, they'll pull from the logo.
Yeah.
They are not afraid to take the deep 3, and it's been falling for them at times here today.
It's been a huge part of their success in conference play so far, 6-1, has been that 3-ball, shooting at a 34% clip from beyond the arc.
Averaging 84.9 points a game, and that's the best in their conference, and the best offensive team and one of the best shooting teams in their conference, and one of the best rebounding teams, which Abilene Christian showed today. Just what happens when you are playing against an opponent like this, where you're trying to play up to this Division I level like this.
Stone gets fouled. Caitlin McKenna picks up the foul there. Jasmine Stone, the transfer from College of Charleston. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Stone spent 3 seasons at the College of Charleston. She missed the 2023-2024 season with an injury. Came back last year, had a good year. The redshirt junior able to transfer here to Abilene Christian. And a promising guard. She shares the ball really well. Had a season-high 6 assists against Stephen F. Austin. And she has 6 assists also here today.
Yeah, she's a player that can, at any point, just pop up and give you 30 points, a career high of 32 in 2022 one time.
Lady Lions running in transition.
Oh,
over the head pass in the corner. And a made 3. Avery McClung coming off the bench, the freshman from Justin, Texas.
You love a good finish like that. I mean, it would be such a shame for an assist like that to not have points attached to it. But that was a nice shot from the corner.
Shot from Groman is no good. Clay, here's another look at that 3-ball. The freshman shot just Great pass over there to the corner.
They've done that a couple times today, and they like that corner shot.
Straight to the basket. Paris Miller, good for 2 points.
Made it look casual there.
That gives the Lady Lions 54 points, the most that they've scored against Abilene Christian. These two teams have played each of the last 2 seasons. Last year, the score was 87-40. Now, both of these teams, the most points they've scored against each other, the offense has been elevated here this afternoon. Doherty gets the steal. This is Emma, and a wide open layup on the left side.
Jordan Coleman been really dynamic today. She had the bucket before that last one. She's been really dynamic today. She's been involved in all aspects of the game and getting involved in the scoring too.
Emma Doherty now tying her season high with 4 points. She's done 2 other times this year. Remember, this is the last non-conference game for the Wildcats. New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. They'll go to Utah Tech, play Saturday on the 3rd at Utah Valley to start conference play. They're picked to win the Western Athletic Conference, and they've put together a really nice non-conference record. After today, they'll be 9-4, but an undefeated at home so far this year.
Abilene Christian also looking to improve to 12-1 in games in the month of December across the last 2 seasons. So last 2 years, the Wildcats have finished the non-con strong and gotten into conference play. And it's going to be tough for them to go on the road. It's always tough to start on the road in conference play because you never want to start in a hole and you don't want to be 0-2. But they'll look to get off to a quick start.
Western Athletic Conference actually got started. We'll get started here tonight. ACU, the one odd team out that doesn't play today. Utah Valley will be at California Baptist. Utah Tech will be at Southern Utah. And then just down the road in Stephenville, Tarleton State will take on the Mavericks from UT Arlington. That's the Western Athletic Conference schedule today. Abilene Christian still playing, just non-in-conference. ACU came into the year ranked 13th in the preseason mid-major poll from collegeinsider.com. This is a veteran roster. You know, you mentioned going on the road. Tough to go on the road for 2 games to begin conference, but the veteran presence of this team will be what helps elevate them as Riley Groman gets it to go from deep. Freshman from Tuscola, and Groman now with 6 points.
Been plenty of different contributors stepping up for the Wildcats today. These freshmen and underclassmen getting a chance to show what they have right before conference play starts.
Just 20 seconds left. A foul was called. It'll send Anna Green to the charity stripe. Green, a freshman from Bridgeport, Texas, playing in her 7th game of the season. At the line to shoot 2. First one, no good.
Wildcats going to go to 7-0 at home and 3-0 when they score more than 90 points this season.
Both free throws miss. 20 seconds on the clock, and Abilene Christian will be able to dribble this one out. This ties a season-high points for the team, for the Wildcats, 112. They did it against McMurray. They do it again here today. What a way to wrap up 2025 in terms of the basketball season for the Wildcats. A great offensive performance. They rebounded well. They put a lot of pressure on this Nelson offense and forced a lot of turnovers. A great game for ACU as the buzzer sounds. The clock hits 0. It was a 112-54 win for the Wildcats.
This is a team that won 20 games last year, and Coach Julie Goodenough, she's going to want this team to show more of this as we move on to the rest of the season.
ACU is going to look to go on the road and win a couple of conference games. Nelson will be back to conference as well. ACU stays undefeated at home in the non-conference portion of their schedule, getting the win 112-54. This has been a presentation of the Western Athletic Conference on ESPN Plus from Jaden West and Clay Massey. Be safe, happy holidays, and good night.